This lesson will teach you how to launch a faceless YouTube channel by having AI automatically create videos for you that can reach up to 4.9 million views, like this one. So this approach focuses on videos like this, which is basically an ambient lo-fi music type of video that sounds something like this. A lot of people listen to this a lot, as you can see just from the views of their videos here, because commonly people just put them in the background to listen to. And what's crazy is this channel doesn't even have that many videos. They only have like 85, which is completely achievable. And the number of subscribers that they have is sitting at around the 20,000 mark, which is also not that crazy. And if I look at their oldest videos, they only started a year ago. So if you want to start a channel like this and have the patience and the grit to really push through with it, then you can really grow a channel like this much easier now with AI. And if I go to Social Blade, which is basically a good way to estimate the earnings of YouTube channels, they estimate this channel to be earning at around the $2,000 mark maximum, which is really good considering that it's all passive at this point for them. And they only created it literally a year ago. And if you want more examples, there's this other one who has the same content, ambient lo-fi music videos, earning a range of $700 to $12,000 a month. And another one here that has even less videos at only 21 in total and an estimated monthly earnings of $500 to $7,000. So there is clearly a good opportunity here. And the good news is with AI, it is now so much easier to create this video on an automated manner. And I will teach you the best way to do that in this lesson. So our end in mind is for us to be able to create videos like this in a streamlined and easy manner using AI so that we can churn out a lot of videos that are of high quality every day. We also need the visual as well as the audio underneath it to be original so that we don't get any copyright strikes from YouTube once we start creating our channel, especially if you want to grow it in the long term. So to do it, there are basically 3 resources that we would need, which I will go through each one. And if you're curious where I am right now, this is basically our community, which you can find in the link in our bio, which just has all the resources and the prompts for this video neatly summarized. It's a growing community now with 150 members as of today. And if in case you want to join, feel free to do so. There's a lot of good conversations here around using AI and people like yourself who are passionate about AI and automation. And there's also a lot of lessons here, apart from this one, that can let you really leverage AI for making your work more efficient and just overall allowing you to get ahead of the upcoming AI normal. So check it out if in case you want to join. And I assure you that you will learn so much more about AI agents and automation by joining our group. So back to the lesson. There are basically 3 steps for us to create our video. Step 1 will be for you to get set up in DaVinci Resolve. So I'll just show you what it looks like. DaVinci Resolve is essentially a video editing tool, but the good thing about it is it's free and it actually has a lot of good features to it despite being free. And you can see how I already have an hour-long video here of our lo-fi ambient music footage, and I'll play it just quickly for you to see. And that goes on for another hour, which you can extend if you want, obviously. But the crazy part is that footage, as well as the music that you just heard, is completely original and created by AI. So I'll show you in step 2 how to do that in a bit. But the very first thing you need to do is to go to DaVinci Resolve's website and download that software and install it, because it's going to be your video editing tool for this lesson. And if in case you don't have any experience with video editing, that's completely fine, because we already have a template here available at the bottom that you can just download and use without any video editing experience. So once you have that, just unzip it. You can see there's a folder there that contains our footage as well as the audio that you just heard, so that you can use it as you play around with this lesson. But importantly, you have this DRP file, which is basically the template for DaVinci Resolve. So if I open DaVinci Resolve, it should show me this screen. And if I click import here at the bottom and I navigate to that template that I just downloaded and click open, it now allows me to import that template, which I can just double click and it will load that template for me. So if in case it doesn't show you the video like it does for me, don't worry, because it's probably just a matter of linking the footage as well as the audio back to the source files. So to do that, just do a right click, click replace selected clip, and then just navigate to the video that you just downloaded to relink it. And then you can just do the same for the audio by also clicking replace selected clip and finding the audio in what you downloaded. So that's step one already done. Now, step two is for us to come up with your original audio and your original footage, especially if you plan to create multiple videos for your channel. And this is the part where we will use AI to do just that. So, video first. Now, I've tested multiple video generation tools, and the best one so far would be Hailuo AI, which you can find in this link. And if I go to that website, you can see it's in Mandarin right now. And if in case you don't understand that, if you do a right click and hit translate to English, it will give you a pretty good translation of what's available here. But honestly, it's pretty easy to work through this website because you don't even need to sign up. You just put in your prompt and generate a video, and it already provides you with a really good output. So now, how do we get a prompt for our video in the first place? So again, we will use AI to do just that. So if we copy this prompt and we go to ChatGPT, you can just edit these portions in the bullet points for the specific footage that you want. In this case, we're gonna get that image of the living room with the fireplace cracking. And you can see it gives a proper prompt for me, which I can just copy to hailuo.ai. Now, before you click generate video, I advise you to include this prompt in the beginning, because as you can see in those ambient music videos, a lot of them have a steady fixed shot. So that's an important piece to just include. So I will include that at the beginning portion. And I will click generate video. Once that's done, you should see it available here at the bottom. And you'll see I already have a lot here from before. So if I click this download button, that would now allow me to save it in my file folders. So, music next. The way we get the music is by copying this prompt, and in that same conversation with ChatGPT, just ask it to give a prompt for a audio that can match that visual that ChatGPT just described, and it instantly gives me the prompt that I can use to create the audio. So I'll just copy that. And the tool that we will use for audio is suno.com, which is also free. You just need to sign up, and then once you're on the dashboard, click create. Put your prompt here at the song description area and click create. So what's great about Suno is it gives you 2 options for music instantly that is around 2 minutes each. So you can take a listen to them, and once you're satisfied, just click the ellipsis here at the right and click download audio. And that will save the MP3 file to your computer. So there, quite easy. You now have a footage that is 5 seconds long, which we will loop in DaVinci Resolve, and an audio file that is 2 minutes long, which we'll also loop to form the final ambient music video that we will be creating in a bit. So now, how do I actually replace the footage here to the new ones that I just created. Similar to last time, just do a right click on the footage, hit replace selected clip, and then you can find the footage that you just created. So just to illustrate, I'll replace it with this one, which is just another version of a video that I got from Hailuo. And when that's done and it's fully replaced, you can see that my 1 hour video has also replaced the clip and is looping that consistently. You can do that as well for the audio. Just do a right click, click on replace selected clip, and then find the audio file that you just downloaded and click on open. So with that, you now have an entirely new video with an entirely new audio that is completely original that you can now render as a last step. Just to explain very quickly what this input template is, it's something you don't really need to touch, but that's essentially where our video and audio is being looped and where I have individually applied a cross dissolve to smoothly transition between each videos so that it can run continuously for a whole hour. So if I just play that, you can see how even though they are completely separate videos because of that crossfade, it actually transitions quite smoothly and is not noticeable. Also, this automatically applies the appropriate cropping to the video to hide the Hailuo watermark, which if I just zoom out a bit, you can see here. So that's already set up for you, so you don't need to worry about it. So how do you actually export the video so that you can upload it in YouTube? So when you have the final template timeline open, just make sure you have that open by double clicking on it. Go to this rocket icon that's called Deliver. And here immediately, DaVinci Resolve already has a template for YouTube, which we will be using. So just click on that one. Name your file appropriately. Find a location for it in your computer. And then everything here should be good to go. So click Add to Render Queue. And then once that job appears here on the top right, just click Render All. It will take some time because it is an hour-long video, but you can just leave it and that should save to wherever you wanted it to be after a few minutes. And there, once that's saved, you now have a completely new video that you can just upload to YouTube. And because it's so easy now to get original footage and original audio using the AI tools that I just showed, you can probably do this exercise 2 to 3 times per day if you have the time. And you can make a channel that has 85 videos in just a month or less, which is crazy considering how difficult starting a channel like this would have been just a few months ago. But as you can see, there's still manual components to it because you need to put in the prompts yourself into these AI tools. But my prediction is in the coming months, we can probably automate this whole process through tools like make.com once we have the connection configurations via what we call APIs through these tools, which is currently not yet available. So we can't automate that completely yet, but we are getting there. So if you want to get updated once that version 2 comes in, then feel free to like, subscribe, and also join the community so that you can continue learning about AI and how it can make your work more efficient and potentially even earn you passive income. So I hope that lesson helped. See you guys next time. Thank you.